I hope you have understood the last video about the mystery cat. And in this video, we are going to see a story about the selfish giant. Okay, this is for grade 8 English, supplementary reader, chapter 3, the selfish giant. Let us get into the story now. Introduction: The Selfish Giant by Oscar Wilde. This story is written by Oscar Wilde. It is a story about a giant, okay, who disliked anyone playing in his garden. He has a very large garden and he never allows anybody to play in his garden. So upon finding the children playing in his garden, he scared them away. He scared them and he pushed them away out of his garden. Built high walls. He built high walls around the garden and he put a notice saying that trespassers will be prosecuted. That is, one who enters the garden without permission will be punished. So the story tells us about how the giant has transformed his character and from being selfish to a kind person, how he earned himself a place in the paradise. What is paradise, children? It is heaven. Okay. So we are going to see how the giant has transformed his character and became very kind towards the children in this story. So some of the hard words in this lesson are Cornish ogre. Cornish ogre is the friend of this giant. Okay, Cornwall. The name of this giant is Cornwall and his friend is Cornish ogre. Ogre means in the legends and fairy stories a cruel giant who eats people. It is a giant who eats up people. So in common usage, a very frightening person. Gruff means rough or surly. Trespassers. A person enters someone's land or property without permission. Prosecuted. Tried in a court of law. Here, punished. Snow, frost, north wind, hail. All these have been presented as characters or persons in this story. Okay. What is this? Snow means snowfall. And frost, very cold climate. North wind, it is a very cold wind. Hail. Hail is also a type of cold wind. Okay. So all these actually, hail is the hailstorm. Storm means what? Very heavy wind. Okay. So all these are presented here in this story as characters. Okay. So cloak, a sleeveless outdoor overgarment that hangs loosely from shoulders. That is, cloak means what? A long coat. Chimney pots, an earthenware or metal pipe or reflector, often cylindrical, fitted onto the top of chimney to increase draft and reduce or disperse smoke. A chimney means it is what? It takes away the smoke. Rattle, make or cause to make a rapid succession of short, sharp, knocking sounds. It is rattle means knocking sounds. Slate, a fine grained gray, green or bluish purple metamorphic rock. Slate means it is a metamorphic rock, easily split into smooth, flat plates. Okay, like tiles. Linnet, a brownish songbird found in Europe. It is a song-singing bird, like nightingale. Okay. Casement, window that opens on hinges like a door. Crept, move very slowly or carefully in order to avoid being noticed. Twittering, so of a bird, gave a call consisting of repeated light, tremulous sounds, a very sweet sounds. Chirp, long. Chirp means a strong wish or desire. Feeble, weak. Marvellous, garden, while the frost, the snow, the north wind, and the hail stayed happily. So, and all these things were staying in this garden happily. Even Adam refused to come to his garden. Okay. So, giant was very, as this giant was very selfish, even the Adam did not arrive in the garden. The mesmerizing scene. One morning, as the giant lay awake in his bed, he heard some mesmerizing music. He thought that the king's musicians were passing by, but actuality is it was the linnet's song. Okay, it was the linnet's song that sounded so sweet, and he was very much excited. After a long time, he is hearing the music, and he thought that it is king's musicians, but it was the linnet. So, as the giant woke up to see, he saw the most wonderful sight in his garden. What would be the wonderful sight? See here, all the children are playing again in his garden, and you can see spring in his garden. But in the before thing, can you see what it was? The garden was filled with tree stalks. So the trees being happy with the children. The children had crept through a small hole in the wall, and with them in the garden, the trees were very happy. The birds had come back, and the flowers blew out of the ground, and the spring finally came in the garden. That was the most wonderful sight in the garden. But still there was winter in one corner. Okay, but in the farthest corner of the garden, there was still winter. As he tried to look, he saw a little boy who could not climb on the tree. He cannot reach the branches of the tree because he is very small. So the giant ran to help him, but instead scared all the kids away. So he ran to make the child climb on the tree, but the children thought that he is again coming to scare all the children. So everybody ran away. Okay. So see, he is taking the child in his hands. Transformation of the giant. So only the boy in the farthest corner had stayed because he could not see the approaching giant. He cannot see the giant because his eyes were filled with tears. The giant helped him climb the tree, and the little boy hugged and kissed him in return. Upon seeing the transformed behavior of the giant, the rest of the kids returned back to the garden. Breaking of the walls. So the giant broke down the wall and opened the garden for the kids. Every afternoon, the children would come to play with him after the school. So the giant kept looking for that boy once he helped him, and he kissed him in alternate ways. But unfortunately, the child was never able to see. The child was not ever came back to the giant's garden. Okay, but he was longing to see that small boy who kissed him. The marvelous sight. So years passed by, and the giant grew very old. He became very feeble, weak. So he now only watched the children play. Now he cannot play with the children. He is sitting and watching the children playing in the garden. One winter morning, as he looked out of his window, in which season he is looking out? It is in the winter. But he saw a marvelous sight. In the farthest corner of the garden, giant to come and play in the child's garden, which is the paradise. Which is the child's garden? It is the paradise. Paradise means heaven. So in the afternoon, when the other children came to play in the giant's garden, they found the giant lying lifeless. Lifeless means what? Dead. On the ground with white blossoms all over him. See, can you see the giant is lying down lifeless and his body is covered by white blossoms. The moral is children are beautiful blossoms. Children are the beautiful blossoms. Okay, so people will say, as Thiruvalluvar said in his Thirukural, Kurai enide yaar elinde enbadam makkal malai chol keladavar. It means, so everybody can say that this instrument speaks very sweet. Yes, and this instrument sings very sweet. But the actual truth is, the people who did not hear the words of the child, they will only call the musical instruments very sweet. It means what? The child's words are very sweet. It is the most sweetest sound of the word. Okay, children? Understood? The children are the very most sweet things in this world. So we are going to recap all the points. So children are playing in the giant's garden, and giant came back after 7 years from his friend's house, and he kept a board. He scared all the children away, and then what? He kept a board naming that trespassers will be prosecuted by building high walls around the garden. And there was no spring in this garden, when everywhere it was spring in the country. So the marvelous scene in the garden, what is that? Yes, he found all the children crept through a hole into his garden, and everywhere it was filled with blossoms. And the transformation of giant's character, how he changed his character. Once he saw the small child who cannot climb the tree, and there was still winter. And when he helped the small boy to climb on the tree, what happened? So there also it was filled with spring season. It was covered with white blossoms, and the child kissed the giant in turn. This transformed his character. And he was longing to meet the child again, but he did not meet the child once more. After a long time in a winter day, he could find a tree filled with white blossom, and there he found that small boy once again. So the small boy invited the giant to play in his garden. What is that? It is paradise. Yes, to the heaven. And finally, the children, when they came back in the afternoon to play in the giant's garden, they saw the giant lying lifeless. Understood, children? I hope you have understood this lesson. And now, so here I have shared a link to you if you want to see the video, that is animation of this lesson. You can find it in YouTube. You can watch this video. So the assignment, it is a homework for you. You have to find the answer by reading the text. You have to read the book, take your book and find the lesson. Chapter 3, the selfish giant, and then read the lesson, and then you can answer all these questions. Why was the giant called the selfish? Why was the giant called selfish? Why did the spring did not arrive in the giant's garden alone? And what were the 3 things that loved to stay in the giant's garden? What were the 3 things that loved to stay in the giant's garden? Now describe the first meeting of the giant and the little boy. So describe the first meeting of the giant and the little boy. How they met at first. Yes, I will discuss the answers now. Then you can write it on your own also. Before that, you have to read the text once. It is very much important. So the giant was very selfish. He thought that nobody should play in his garden except the giant. So why did the spring did not arrive in the giant's garden? The giant was very selfish. He chased away all the children. So what happened? The spring did not arrive in his garden. Everywhere in the country it was spring, but still it is winter in giant's garden alone. What were the 3 things that love to stay in giant's garden? It is snow, hail. Yes, snow, hail, and what? And one more, north wind. These are the 3 things that love to stay in the giant's garden. And describe the first meeting between the giant and the small boy. Once all the children had crept through a hole, a very small hole in the wall, and everywhere it was spring, and one corner alone it was still winter. When he went there, he saw a little boy standing there. He is very small to climb the tree. He cannot reach the branches, so he was crying. So the giant helped him to climb the tree, and in return the child kissed the giant. That transformed the character